Hey guys, how's it going? It's BobbyKBikes here, and welcome to another BobbyKBikes video. Today, I'm going to be introducing you to another project. I can't really call this a new project because I've actually had this bike since 2009, and I've been restoring it on and off. It's a Mark 1 Raleigh RSW, October 1965 hub date, and the RSW was launched in 1965. I'm not sure what month, but this could be a fairly early RSW. I've got it almost bare metalled. I've had a couple of attempts at painting it when I was younger, stupider, didn't know any better, and used to brush paint with hammerite and then sand it down to get rid of the paint runs. So I'm bare metaling it again, and we're going to restore it. I can't show you all of the bike at the minute, but here's what I can show you. We've got the frame, we've got the rack, we've got the forks. I've changed my mind a lot about what I wanted to do with this bike over the years. I'd first decided I was going to restore it and go with a green, because its original colour was green. There's a little bit here of the original colour left. I'm going to show you it. I'm not stripping that area just yet because I need a colour match. And I had a few different wild ideas. There was a while when I was thinking I was going to make something, I was going to tart it up with road bike parts and make something that I could disassemble and put into a hold-all and take on holiday with me. That was a plan for a while, and I even thought about an orange and purple colour scheme. And last year, 2015, 50 years since 1965, I thought I'd do a Golden Jubilee anniversary version of the Raleigh RSW, so I even put a shade of Ford Tibetan Gold on the forks. But I've changed my mind again. We're going to restore it. We're going to go back to the nice original dark green, which I'll show you in a minute because it's an early RSW and it's beautiful colour, and I think it really this one anyway really should be taken back to the original colour. Anyway, I'll show you around the frame. So, there's the original colour, and what a colour. It's maybe not showing up in the light because I'm kind of in the shade here, but I can assure you it's a gorgeous shade of dark metallic green. I'm going to try and go back to it if I can. You can see where it's gold here, and that was just where I was using the frame to stand the forks in when I sprayed them last summer. This nasty texture you can see here is where I previously primered it with hammerite before I took the badge off, that is. So that's nasty, that's going to go. I've got most of the frame in bare metal, just need to Q-rust it and primer it then. I've left the gear cable in situ just to make installation of the next one easier. I think the gusset is a little bit bent and dinged up somewhere around there, but that's in underneath it. That's proven a kind of difficult area to strip, so not sure what I'm going to do there, but I need to bash it back into shape if I can. Paint's a bit more stubborn in these sort of contours. It really is a lovely shape of frame, and this model, the Mark 1, actually had, I can't show you the calipers right now, but it has a centre pull that the bolt goes up through this hole and it sits underneath and sort of makes contact with the wheel rim about here. It's a really, well actually maybe about here-ish, it's quite a long thing. It's really cool, and this rear brake cable here comes through there, and then there's a hole somewhere in there and it comes out and then to the brake calipers there. There was a dodgy weld round about here and I had that sort of sorted out a few years ago. Then up here there's another weld that I'm not 100% sure about, where it looks like it's maybe separating a bit. There's just, I'll switch to manual focus. There's just a bit more gap than I am happy with there. I'm wondering if maybe these two tubes are coming apart, so that's something to think about. Again, these can be pretty stubborn and I've not yet managed to get this out. I soaked it in WD-40 yesterday and I'm gonna have another go to get it out now. Dropouts aren't too bad on this one. I'm not sure if that one's maybe a little bent or not. I'll ask around on the forums. It's currently, this little area here, it's currently kind of been filled in with primer, which is my fault, but luckily sanding's bringing it out. There's a couple of little grooves here and here, and that's so that the rack can sit in there nicely. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Here's the shopping rack for this bike, and that's where it joins onto that last part of the frame I showed you. And these curved bits sit in that groove that I just showed you. I don't think tinfoil and coke's going to clean this rack up, it's quite rusty. I texted someone about rechroming last summer and they said to me that wheel rims and shopping racks are two parts that don't really rechrome well, so I'm either going to source better condition ones, or I'm not sure what else I could do about this. So there we are, that's another project to work on. Let's just hope that I can see the respray through to completion before I change my mind about the colour again. Anyway, it's Bobby Kryptonite. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-bye.